Good morning. Thank you for joining me here this morning for this morning mindfulness practice. An opportunity just to be. No change required, no particular goal, no right or wrong here. Just things as they are from one moment to the next. This morning we have the opportunity to experience this mode of being in movement, which is just another door into the room of awareness. Of course, this is suggestive, optional, an invitation. If it doesn't feel right for you in this moment, then feeling free to stay still, whether that's sitting or standing or lying down. And at each point to choose whether to follow my suggestion or to be still, or to adapt the movements according to your needs. When we do these movements, we're not trying to get stronger or more flexible or to change our body in any way, but instead just to explore its limits and to be with the body. One integral dimension of our whole experience, and one that's easy to overlook amongst all the thoughts and emotions and world around us. So this is an opportunity to come home and to realize that we don't need to be perfectly still for this to be possible. Even when we're moving, even when we're going about our lives, we can drop into this mode. So I'm coming to a standing posture now, and if you'd like to, feeling free to do the same. Perhaps just beginning with the feet about hip width apart, the knees slightly soft and unlocked, ever so slightly bent, the tailbone tucked in, the back straight, the shoulders upright and relaxed, the arms dangling from the shoulders, and the head and the neck aligned with the spine. Eyes open is fine, eyes closed is fine, as you wish. And then perhaps taking attention down into the soles of the feet. Opening the awareness to receive the sensations of contact in the soles of the feet. Whatever else may be here. Allowing the sensations in the soles of the feet to arise. Noticing precisely which parts of the soles of the feet are in contact with the floor, where the pressure is. Perhaps tingling, perhaps a certain temperature. Perhaps aware of the many slight movements the body automatically makes to keep you balanced. We might call this standing still, but it's not quite. And that's okay. We can just flow with these automatic adjustments and observe them. Observe the wisdom of the body that keeps us standing. And in your own time now, allowing the awareness to move upwards from the soles of the feet into the whole of the feet, right and left, the toes and toenails, the heels, the insides of the feet. Just sensing what's here. If there's no sensation at all, then just registering a blank. That's equally okay. And continuing to move upwards to the tops of the feet and into the ankles, fronts and backs and sides. And further up into the lower legs, muscle and bone, skin and clothing. There's no particular sensation or experience that we're hoping to find. Just observing what is here, however strong or subtle or entirely absent. Up into the knees, the bony fronts and the soft backs. Then into the thighs, filling the thighs with awareness. Longest bones of the body and the dense muscle wrapped around. The mind may wander off into thinking or other sensations, something else. And that's just what minds do. We have the opportunity each time the mind wanders to bring it back, right now to the thighs on each leg. And in so doing, to strengthen the muscle of awareness, to deepen our capacity to rest with the body and to rest in this moment. Moving up into the pelvis and the hips now. Front and back and sides. And then the lower torso, where you might become aware of the movement of the breath, as if there were a balloon here, inflating and deflating. Including the lower back in this awareness, an area of the body where we sometimes hold tension. And just seeing what it's like to allow each part of the body in this moment, to let it be just as it is, whether there's tension there or not. So you move up into the center of the torso, front and back, solar plexus, and the bottom of the rib cage. And perhaps deep inside to the lungs and heart, if that feels okay. How is it in the heart right now? up the back, past the shoulder blades, collarbones at the front, and into the shoulders. Allowing the shoulders to be just as they are. And then taking the awareness down into the fingertips. Maybe a sense of pulsating or tingling here. Contact with atmosphere, temperature. Allowing the fingers to bathe in the light of awareness. Moving through the hands from the inside into the wrists, the forearms. Gently and firmly bringing back the mind each time it wanders off. No explanation or analysis required. Just coming back right now to the forearms, the surface and deep inside. And the elbows, the upper arms, the armpits, just sensing as far as possible without looking for any special feeling or experience. Nothing special and yet uniquely special, as this moment has never been before and never again will be. Moving the attention across the shoulders again and into the neck. Exploring the neck from the inside and on all sides. Soft throat at the front, muscles and bone all around. Aware of the movement of the breath as you scan through the body. However long or short the breath may be. And then moving attention into the face, the chin, the mouth, lips and tongue, gums and teeth. Any sense of taste or smell. And then into the nostrils, nose, aware of the breath here too, perhaps. Cool air coming in, warmer air going out. How often do we notice this temperature difference? And on the eyes, whether open or closed, resting in the eye sockets. Whether the eyes are open or closed, there is a field of colour and shadow. Allowing this to be part of your awareness as best you can. Just receiving the forms and shapes. Moving up into the eyebrows, space between the eyebrows. Maybe sometimes carry a frown. Perhaps breathing into this space and breathing out from it. Into the forehead, temples, perhaps a pulsating at the temples, perhaps not. No right or wrong here. And then the cheeks, sense of hollowness maybe. And also the jaws, another area where tension is often held. Just inviting a softening with each out-breath. No need to force it. We're just opening to the possibility that with each out-breath, a little of the tension can be let go. Whether that's in the jaw or elsewhere. And then the ears too, right and left. Sensations of the ears themselves. Maybe coolness or warmth. Contact with the air around you. Sense of the ear canals maybe. And then also the soundscape all around. The ears as the doorways to this. And then moving the attention across the scalp. Perhaps closing the eyes if they've been open. Perhaps opening the eyes if they've been closed. And then in your own time expanding the awareness to include the whole body. Sense of support of the floor and the earth. A sense of uplift. And the breath moving in and out. And perhaps noticing thoughts there too. Thoughts of about what this practice would involve, your expectations, perhaps expectations of more movement. Noticing the movements that are already here. The adjustments the body makes to keep us balanced. The rise and fall of the breath. And the ripple effect of the breath through the body. If you're standing, just noticing all the parts of the body that from one moment to the next are moving ever so slightly. This is movement too. And then perhaps opening the eyes if they've been closed. And as you breathe in, allowing the arms to drift up to the sides. And then further up still, perhaps to the vertical, perhaps not quite. And looking upwards. And as you breathe out, just easing the fingertips upwards. And breathing here. Feeling the stretch down the arms and the torso. Seeing if it's possible to hold the whole body in awareness. Areas of richer sensation and areas of less sensation right now. Sense of opening with the in-breath. And a sense of release with the out-breath. In your own time, bringing the neck back to a central position. And slowly allowing the arms to drift back down to the sides. And perhaps closing the eyes at this point. And allowing the words of this short poem by Jennifer Wellwood to drop into your consciousness. It's called Unconditional. Willing to experience aloneness, I discover connection everywhere. Turning to face my fear, I meet the warrior who lives within. Opening to my loss, I gain the embrace of the universe. Surrendering into emptiness, I find fullness without end. Each condition I flee from pursues me. Each condition I welcome transforms me and becomes itself transformed into its radiant, jewel-like essence. I bow to the one who has made it so, who has crafted this master game. To play it is purest delight. To honor its form, true devotion. So just making yourself comfortable, whether you're standing or sitting. Something interesting happened during that practice for me. I had intended to include more movement. And then while we were scanning through the body, I was moved to slow down. And I wondered, should I stick with my original intention or go with things as they unfold? And I went for the second option. You may have noticed thoughts yourself about what you were expecting based on what I'd said at the beginning. And I hope that those thoughts were just another object of awareness. Ah, look at that difference in expectation. It's always possible to see them that way. If it was more troublesome, I do apologize. Whichever way, thank you very much for being here and for allowing us to practice together this morning. I wish you a good day, good weekend, and I'll be back at the same time on Monday morning. Thank you.